My name is Josh Hansen. I will be talking about the direct observation research method. Direct observation is observing users in their natural environment. That means you stand back and take notes while the user works on their system or completes various tasks. You want to be as non-intrusive as possible, becoming a fly on the wall. Direct observation gives you a realistic interpretation of how a user interacts with the system, since you are staying out of the way and letting them work. When you use direct observation, you can use direct observation before a product is developed. You can observe problems that users go through in their day-to-day tasks that a future product may look to solve. You can use direct observation to evaluate an existing product. It is preferred to have the product fully operational to give the most realistic results. You want the user to have all the options available to them as they work through the tasks and problems and scenarios. Things to consider. The planning, what you need to plan. You need to know your layout. You'll want to be as non-intrusive as possible. So it's smart to do your homework on where you're going, so you'll know where to stand, where you can go, where you can be. You basically have fly on the wall and take the notes on the user. Creating an observation form gives you something to refer back to when you are taking notes, especially if there's a particular task or problem you're looking for. Having an observation form already kind of pre-filled out will allow you to take notes on that task in a little bit easier manner. Knowing who you're going to observe is also helpful. Observing someone you know has both its pros and cons. The person will be more comfortable around you, so they may perform in a more realistic manner, but they also may want to socialize. And the opposite side of that, observing someone you don't know, it may take them a little bit longer to be comfortable around you and work in a more realistic manner. How will you collect the data? Will you be writing on a pad of paper, pen and pencil? Will you be using audio recording? Be sure to ask for permission if you do use any recording devices. And just know that many observations may need to occur before you have sufficient data to analyze. I used direct observation on 3 people using Canvas. They had 3 different levels of expertise with Canvas. One had hardly ever used it, one used it a medium amount of times, and one had been using Canvas since it was released. I went to environments where they typically use Canvas, so their office, their workspace, their home, and then at the school. I had them complete 5 different tasks. At one point, a user got stuck on one of the tasks, and I found myself wanting to help the user walk them through it, but it was direct observation, so I just had to stay quiet and just observe how they work through the task. What I learned from direct observation is that it's hard to watch someone work without interacting with them. It's kind of human nature to want to help someone, help them through something if they get stuck, so that's something I found out. Even though I had 3 users complete the same 5 tasks, it was interesting to see how some of them went about completing the task in a different manner. One user commented that they felt like I was testing them, so something to be aware of. When you are observing someone, they may perform better than usual because they may feel like they're under pressure or they are being tested. And that's all I have. This concludes my direct observation research method presentation.